Have you ever wondered how a ropeway actually works? What do lift operators do off-season? And most importantly, what happens if it stops? All of that and much more I'll show you today. Hey, I'm Voj Tech, and welcome to the Bila Ski Resort. Today we're taking a closer look at this blue beauty. So drop a like, subscribe, check out my Instagram, and let's get started. So what are we looking at here? This is a detachable 6-seater ropeway built in 2023 by the Austrian company Doppelmayr. It has 11 towers, 41 chairs, and a total length of 806 meters. And right at the start, the most interesting part. Each chair is attached to the rope using a so-called grip, which gets compressed as it enters the station and releases from the rope. Then the tire conveyor takes over, slowing the chair down to the correct speed and moving it through the station. At this point, you can comfortably get off or on. Once everyone is seated, the chair accelerates again, the lever lifts up, and it clamps back onto the rope, and we're heading uphill. So here we are in the top station, which by the way has a beautiful view. And do you hear that silence? The ropeway is running, and yet it's so quiet. That's because there's no motor here. The individual tires are connected by belts, and at the same time geared so that each one rotates slightly slower than the previous one, at least in the deceleration section. In the acceleration section, it's the opposite. And that's what creates that typical sound. But that still doesn't explain how the conveyors in the top station are actually powered. Back down at the bottom, this is the main motor. It has a power output of 314 kilowatts and drives the rope. The conveyors then take energy directly from the rope. These sheaves rotate thanks to the rope, and that drives the entire tire system as well. So yes, the top station is powered by a motor located 806 meters away. Simple, but brilliant. Attention announcement. Looks like you're enjoying the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what you'd like to know about ropeways. Maybe I'll cover it in the next video. Thanks. But I did lie to you a little bit about the whole ropeway being driven by just one motor. Since the chairs detach from the rope, the spacing between them would change. That's why there's also something called spacer. It's basically this motor here, which can speed up or slow down part of the tire conveyor, adjusting the distance between chairs. And it does that with extreme precision, because a difference of just a few centimeters in the station can turn into several meters on the rope. This whole system is then controlled automatically by a computer. On this ropeway, the spacing between chairs is 45 meters. There's no one here right now. Let's explain how the bubble works. When no one is riding the chair, it closes to protect it from things like rain. But how does it know? This here is a light barrier. If a skier is on the chair, they interrupt the beam, this rail drops down, and the bubble stays open. If nothing interrupts the beam, the rail lifts up and the bubble closes. In the top station, the bubble opens automatically, so skiers don't have to fight with it. But be careful, it doesn't work like this on all ropeways. On some older ones, you have to lift the bubble yourself. On these modern ones, it's automatic. And also, when the system closes it automatically, the bubble gets locked and only opens again when entering the station, so things like wind can't lift it. How does seat heating work? When the temperature drops below 10 degrees, the operators can turn on the heating. Each chair has these collectors, and in the bottom station there are these rails. As the chair moves, it draws power directly from those rails. And thanks to that, you stay warm on the ropeway. The ropeway stops, power goes out. What now? This is also taken into account. Using pre-recorded announcements, the operators inform you what will happen next.
Attention. The rescue team is starting rescue operations with a helicopter. Please keep calm and follow the instructions of the rescue team.
In case of a power failure, they start the emergency drive, a diesel engine, and safely bring passengers back to the stations. But if a serious failure occurs, trained rescue teams step in and lower you down on ropes. Of course, these situations are extremely rare. There are many sensors and safety systems in place. And during the off-season, operators perform inspections and maintenance on all components, for example checking the grips. And that's exactly why ropeways are so safe.
Attention. Please observe that today's operation will end shortly. We wish you a pleasant journey.
But for today, it's closing time. Looks like I won't get another ride. The operators are heading home, but I still have one question. Where did all the chairs go? We'll take a look at that another time. And I'd like to thank the Bila Ski Resort for letting me show you how their ropeway works. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.